Hello, it's Alex. The boob anus. That's right, it's GarbAugust time. That's right, GarbAugust is almost upon us, so the boob anus is back, as are CriminOlly, of course, who is the creator of this event, and an amazing bunch of other booktubers who are all going to be linked below. Please do go check them out. Everyone's starting to put out their announcement videos, and some of them are doing a lot more creative and fun ones than I am doing. I had an idea and then just unfortunately didn't get time to execute it. So instead I'm just bringing you a kind of short but sweet, simple video, but I wanted to get GarbAugust on your radar in case it isn't already on there. This year is going to be the third year of GarbAugust, and because of that, like any good second sequel, it's 3D. And so what does that mean in terms of the GarbAugust reading event? That means we have 3 dimensions, which are weekly prompts, the bingo card, and decades. So I'll go into that in a bit more detail in a moment, but I guess I should at least touch on what GarbAugust actually is, in case you aren't already familiar. So GarbAugust is a celebration of trash literature, and we use this term mostly in a loving way, and it's a way to just have fun with your reading for a month. You know, forget about reading those books that are touted as classics, and forget about the ones that, you know, are new releases that are getting amazing reviews. You know, we just want to read stupid, fun, trashy things and have a good time with it. So, onto some more specific details. We have 4 weekly prompts. So week 1, the 1st to the 10th of August, is anything goes. So you can read literally anything as long as you deem it trashy. Week 2, the 11th to the 17th of August, is category romance or men's adventure. Week 3, the 18th to the 24th of August, is sex and or violence. And the 4th week, the 25th to the 31st of August, is a novelisation or a book that was turned into a 70s or 80s miniseries. The prompts are just for fun, of course. You don't have to stick to them. I'm probably going to be leaning into a bunch of trashy 80s horror, big surprise. But we will see. I haven't quite put together my TBR yet, so I will definitely be sharing that video a bit nearer the time, and we will see exactly what I pick out. In the meantime though, feel free to check out last year's video of mine, and I did do a recommendations video, so if you are looking for any suggestions, you can go check that out. And of course, everyone else involved in GarbAugust will be sharing recommendation videos, etc. So definitely keep your eyes out for those. So one of the other things we have for GarbAugust is a bingo card. So these are a bunch of things that you can check off once you fulfill them, and yeah, see how many you can check off. Again, it's just for fun, and these will be changed up a bit from last year's one. So I don't have the final version to share with you at the time of filming this video, but that will become available once it is available, and you can have fun with that. And the other part of the 3 dimensions is decades, and by that we just mean that we want people to try and read from as many different decades as possible. So yeah, that might be something that you want to try and tackle, and yeah, pick books from different decades to widen your trashy horizons. So there are a few other things to mention as well. One big difference between this year's GarbAugust and previous years is that it is now open to trashy movies as well as trashy books. How incredible is that? It just doesn't necessarily double the fun you could have. I feel like it's exponential. So, you know, you can use all of these prompts and the bingo board for movie watching as well as, or instead of, books if you would rather just lean into movies than books. But yeah, I'm going to try and do both. I am considering rewatching the Police Academy movies because why not? And we all know I might have a couple of crushes on some of those characters. But anyway, that's not important right now. Another new thing for this year's GarbAugust is Instagram prompts. So if you are an Instagrammer and you like a prompt, I know I do. So the Instagram prompts are week 1, TBR stack, week 2, happy GarbAugust selfie, week 3, fave trashy book or author, and week 4, your trashiest covers. So you can share your photos on Instagram and use the hashtag GarbAugust3D. I think that'll be a lot of fun. I'm definitely looking forward to taking part in, yeah, the Instagram side of things and looking forward to seeing what everyone else posts as well. Another thing to mention, I know we've got so many trashy treats in store for you, is that this year we have done host recs. So each of the GarbAugust hosts is recommending a trashy book and a trashy movie. So my trashy book rec is Gimme a Kiss by Christopher Pike. So this one is for anyone who wants to dive into some vintage 90s YA. And it is also, you know, it's a pretty quick read, so it's not going to take up too much of your time. It's just going to be a wham bam, here's some craziness, thank you, the end. This one is about a teenage girl who keeps a secret diary, and one day somehow it gets shared with the whole school. She's mortified, and then some absolutely crazy things ensue. I don't even know really how to describe this one because it is kind of bonkers, but in the best possible way. This is probably one of my favourite Christopher Pike books. I definitely prefer his like thriller type stories, and this is one of those. And yeah, it just has some wild content, I'll say that. So if that sounds fun to you, then I would definitely recommend it. It's definitely a bit more of a trashy one. So yeah, I think it fits the bill. And my movie rec is Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. I know I could have gone with Part 3, 3D. It seems obvious, but Part 8 is actually one of my favourite Friday the 13th installments. It gets a lot of hate, but I personally love it. I think it's because it's one of the earliest ones I saw in my teenage years. You know, it was just whatever you could get your hands on at the video rental or whatever you were able to watch on TV. I believe this is one I taped off TV and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And so, yeah, it's one that I still enjoy today. And this is, yeah, we've got Jason Voorhees and he goes to Manhattan and he kills a bunch of teenagers. I mean, what is not to love about that, honestly? This one is definitely trashy. It's Part 8, so you know you're in for some trash and it's a really good time. So that is my movie recommendation. Okay, and one more thing to mention, promise, this is the last thing, but if you haven't already heard about it, Olly, a CriminOlly, and Troy Tradup have joined forces in order to release a GarbAugust anthology. It's called Garbology and it's going to be coming out on August the 1st, so I am so excited to get my hands on a copy of this and read it for GarbAugust. I think it's going to be an amazing time. I believe you can pre-order a digital copy as of now. I will leave a link to that below. I'm not sure if paperback copies will be available for pre-order at any point, but yeah, keep your eyes peeled for info on that. And either way, I really hope you will pick up a copy. There are a bunch of booktubers that have stories in here, and one of them is me. I have a story in here, so I'm really excited for people to read it. It's really silly. I really hope people enjoy it though. And my story is in the adults only section, so that's pretty exciting. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to getting my hands on a copy of this book and giving it a read. It's definitely going to be on my GarbAugust TBR. So I think that's about it. I think that's all of the information that I have to share at this point. I will definitely be back nearer August with my TBR video. I'm looking forward to putting that together. And yeah, in the meantime, definitely go check out Olly's announcement video, and please do go check out all of the other booktubers involved here. You know, everyone puts in a lot of time and efforts into making GarbAugust fun, and yeah, that's really the main thing that we want you to do as well, is to have fun with it. So I hope you will join us. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I will see you again in my next video. Bye!